staying healthy and safe at work is your most important job. That's why you need to be aware of the different hazards and risks associated with hazardous products. You need to know how to protect yourself in order to handle them properly. In Canada, employers are responsible for providing all employees with the necessary information so that they can use hazardous products in total safety. As for workers, they have the responsibility to find out about products before using them and to ask for help if they have any questions. A system exists in order to protect workers who handle hazardous materials. It's called the Workplace Hazardous Materials Information System. In other words, Whmis. Whmis is a system of communication about chemical products governed by federal, provincial, and territorial laws in force in Canada since 1988. Since February 11, 2015, Whmis has incorporated the globally harmonized system of classification and labeling of chemicals, GHS, and is now called Whmis 2015. The main elements of Whmis are classification of hazardous products, labeling, and safety data sheets. Hazardous products are classified into two hazard groups. Physical hazards, classified according to the product's physical and chemical properties, such as flammable, reactive, or corrosive products. And health hazards, classified according to the product's ability to affect health, such as eye irritation, respiratory tract irritation, and carcinogenicity. Hazardous products may fall into one or more classes. They are also identified with pictograms by the supplier. Pictograms are graphic images which, at first glance, reveal the type of hazard present. There are 10 of them, easily identified by their red diamond-shaped borders. Let's take a look at each of them to fully understand what they mean. The flame pictogram means that the product is flammable and can catch fire easily. You must therefore keep these products away from heat, sparks, and open flames. The flame pictogram on a circle means that the product is an oxidizing material. This product may aggravate a fire and must be kept away from combustible materials, flames, and heat sources. The gas cylinder pictogram refers to pressurized gases. They can cause fires or explode. Containers of these products must be handled with care, not punctured, and kept away from all sources of heat. The corrosion pictogram means that the product is corrosive. It can damage metal and is very dangerous if it comes into contact with skin and eyes. If you inhale or swallow a corrosive product, it can burn your nose, throat, or stomach. You must therefore avoid contact with skin and eyes, wear appropriate PPE, and rinse thoroughly with water in the event of contact. The skull and crossbones pictogram means that this is a toxic or lethal material. This means that it is extremely dangerous, even if you only use a small quantity over a short period of time. If you swallow, breathe in, or touch a product labeled with this pictogram, it can poison or even kill you. The pictogram of a perforated human silhouette represents carcinogenic or teratogenic materials. These materials are very dangerous and can have serious health effects that you may not see right away. These products can cause cancer and damage your internal organs. The exclamation mark represents harmful substances. It is used for many health risks. If you swallow, breathe, or touch these products, they can poison you. They can irritate the skin, eyes, and throat, and make you drowsy or dizzy. The exploding bomb pictogram means that the product is highly reactive or explosive. It could catch fire or explode if not handled and stored properly. The dead fish pictogram indicates that the material represents a hazard to the environment. Products displaying this pictogram must not be disposed of down the drain. down the sink or in the garbage can, as they may cause damage to soil and watercourses. The last pictogram refers to infectious materials presenting a biological hazard. These can cause disease in humans and animals and must be handled with great care. Now let's talk about labeling. Every hazardous product entering the workplace must have a label from its supplier. A supplier label consists of 6 parts: product name, pictograms, signal word, indicating the seriousness of the hazard, hazard statements, precautionary statements, which tell you how to handle and store the product, what personal protective equipment to wear, first aid and what to do in an emergency, and supplier information, such as name, address, and telephone number. There may be occasions when a hazardous product is transferred to another container, or when a supplier's label is missing or difficult to read. In such cases, it is mandatory that a workplace label be applied to the new container. 3 pieces of information are required on the label: the name of the product as it appears in its safety data sheet, safe handling precautions, and a statement inviting you to read its safety data sheet. In all cases, it's important to read, understand, and follow the instructions on the label. And never use a product that doesn't have one. The final important point in Whmis is the Material Safety Data Sheet, MSDS. Every hazardous product entering the workplace must also have a safety data sheet. This sheet will give you more information than the label. For example, product hazards, safe handling of the product, the dangers of ignoring advice, how to recognize symptoms of poisoning, what to do in an emergency situation. Product safety data sheets must be available at all times for consultation by all workers. In addition, make sure you know all the hazards of any product you work with, and always wear the correct personal protective equipment indicated in the safety data sheet. Remember, the most important thing is that you get home safely at the end of each working day. To learn more about this topic, please consult our e-learning platform and catalog as well as our training and professional services in risk management.